Hello everyone, welcome to Level Change channel. My name is Claudio Fonseca. I'm a real Boeing pilot. Nowadays I currently fly the Boeing 777, but today we are going to fly this 737-700 WestJet colors from Montreal airport, as you can see by the boarding bridge now, Airports de Montreal. So we are going to fly from Montreal to Moncton today. We are going to participate on this Moncton event on VATSIM. So I'm going to start from the beginning. I'm going to do all the setup for this flight. Our call sign is WestJet 152, and one of the things that I want to show you today is that once we go on the cockpit, we have here, thanks to the GSX, some information about our flight. So we are in Montreal, gate 42. This gate 42 is the gate number for the Microsoft Flight Simulator. On real world, we are at the gate number 9. Our estimate time of departure is 23:15. Right now it is 22:31, so 45 minutes for our estimated departure time. It mentions that we have the shocks on, and all of this comes from GSX if you connect it through the sim brief. Okay, so I prepare my flight plan on the sim brief, then I logged my sim brief account into the GSX, and then it gives me the information about the flight itself. We have Aymar Ponte saying hello. Leandro Baz is also here. He says good evening, how are you? I'm going to he's going to post this live stream on the WhatsApp groups for everyone to come. Thank you so much, Leandro. So for now I'm going to keep my webcam here so you can follow me on this pre-flight preparation. So we are on the plane. We just arrived on the plane. First thing we are going to check is that the airplane is satisfactory for the flight. So I'm going to go on the menu here, PMDG setup, and then I go to airplane and failures. So there is no active failure, so the airplane is not starting with any kind of problem. It's like checking the technical log for me. That's why I check this information. Then we have to check a couple of things, like the engine oil quantity shows 94 and 99. We also check then on the system the hydraulic quantity, it's 100%, is perfect. And the last one on top, we can go to the crew oxygen is almost 1600, so 1600 psi. It's more than enough for our flight. So we can start the preparation by setting the IRS to nav. While we go to nav from the off position, it goes through the align. I'm just checking here because I think I left the IRS. Yeah, I left the IRS in the instant, so I want to change it to realistic one. So I'm going to do this one again. So this one goes to off. We wait for 30 seconds before putting it back on, just to have the real alignment time. Meanwhile, I'm going to check the rest here. So we have the Mach airspeed warning. Oh, you are not hearing the simulator, so here we go, the simulator sound. Both Mach airspeed warning tests, they are working. Now we go to the stall warning test, number 1. And also number 2. So then we start again with the IRS. It's all set. We are not going to use performance calculations for today. We still don't have the PMDG EFB, so we are going to take off full thrust today from this airport from Montreal in Canada. And that's it. Now one pilot goes to the exterior walk around, so before going there he makes sure the position light is on and also that the parking brake is set, so he can go and do the walk around. The other pilot is going to add some lights to this cockpit. We don't need much, just a little bit of light. Even these deals, usually we keep it in the middle. Yeah, like this. It's more than enough for tonight. On the other side as well, we will bring this back to the middle position. And this one a little bit. And the last one, the pedestal panel. That's amazing. We have lights. Now we can go to the FMC. Slightly to the left here. So we have a 737-700 with the 24K engine. The navigation data is the 2211 from 3rd of November to 1st of December 22. So it is valid. Our initial position is Charlie Yankee Uniform Lima, which is Montreal, and we are going to set the IRS position with the GPS position. Then we go to route. We have Montreal, and we go to Moncton. Charlie Yankee Quebec Mike. Our flight plan today, flight number is WestJet, so Whiskey Juliet Alpha 152, and we are going to set our route. For our route, I will take it from SimBrief. From SimBrief, it shows direct to Cabgo, and then we go direct to Habik. From there we take Quebec 951 to Yankee Quebec Mike, to the Moncton VOR. Okay, that's the one. So I can activate and execute this route. We go to departure arrival from Montreal. Most probably we are going to depart runway 24 left on the Montreal 1 departure. I go to the legs page. Yeah, it's vector on the runway heading. That is correct. And I will leave our arrival for later on. Most probably we have ATC. I still don't know which arrival we are going to perform there. So all confirm from here. Now performance. According to SimBrief, we have a cost index of 17. Our reserves are 2.0, and our zero fuel weight is supposed to be, and I'm going to check the zero fuel weight on the FMC and on the airplane itself. So FS actions. For the payload, we are supposed to have a zero fuel weight of 53.596. That is correct. So our zero fuel weight for the FMC is 53.6. Our cruise altitude is flight level 370, so we take here 370. The cruise wind at 370 is, let me check as well from SimBrief. Top of climb at 370 is 264 at 97. So 264 at 97 and the temperature is -57, so almost ISA conditions. Transition level, if I'm not wrong, I will take it from the chart here. I can even show you the chart now. This is from Montreal, and we go on the Montreal 1 departure. So our transition altitude is 18,000, and just runway heading, radar vectors. In this case we go direct to the fix, there is no ATC for now. Departing runway 24 is an ADP 1 or 2, and initial altitude is 5,000. Okay, so that concludes our SID pretty much. So 180 is correct. Next one, we go to N1 limit, outside temperature, just to make sure we can go to we cannot take it from here, the FMCs. So let me just show you something. Pilot client, and I'm going to give you where is my VPilot? Yes, my VPilot is here. So let me see if I can show you the VPilot now. Yes, that is okay. So let's see how it works. Yes, you can see the VPilot. I just have to put it slightly to the left here. So this is better. Now you can see VPilot. So I'm going to put here .wx CYUL. So this is Montreal. Montreal right now shows 180 degrees, 8 knots, visibility 15 stated mile, fuel clouds 6,400, scattered 13,000, broken 17,000, overcast 21,000. Temperature is 0, dew point -7, 2989 is the altimeter. So the temperature is 0. We are going to set 0 here. So we are going to take off flaps 5. We'll check the CG in a minute. We still need to refuel this plane, and according to SimBrief we need at least 4.9. So I'm going to take it 6 knots for this flight. Okay, so we don't need anything else on the FMC. Well, we'll still need, the shocks were removed. Okay, that is fine. We still need yeah, we are done. Let's check how our doors, we still have one door to close. Okay, so this is the CG 18.1, and we have 124, 127 and 135. So the FMC is complete. The other pilot came back from the exterior walk around, and he's going to perform the cockpit preparation. So the FO now does the cockpit preparation. Captain will be pilot flying. Emergency lights. This piston belt still off. Window heat on. Packs on. APU grid on. We are going to fly at 370. So 370 is set. And Moncton altitude, let me check. Moncton should be 0. Moncton elevation is general information for Moncton 232 feet. So this is 250 feet automatic. This one goes to the right for the first start. Flight directors on. Auto throttle armed. Speed we already know, 135. We do have LNAV and VNAV, and initial altitude is 5,000. LNAV to be armed. Yes, it is armed. Okay, we can now check airports and airports, traffic and traffic. Oxygen masks are set. Auto brake RTO. The problem is the pressure, so I'm going to talk to the engineers. I'm going to pressurize hydraulic system B. So that light should go off. It just went off. We can set the auto brake to RTO. And now we depressurize the B hydraulic system. All set here. Transponder is at 2000. We are going to talk to the ATC on the first one. And frequency is 122.8 for now. And on the other side, on the right side, 121.5, the emergency frequency. 121.5. That is perfect. Okay. We also have Daniel Hayes. He says he's there. He's saying in Portuguese, don't take off before take me out of the landing gear. I think I'm stuck there. Let's see. Let's see outside. No, we have nobody. We are almost ready for departure. And as you can see, most probably we are going to be ahead of time. 23:15 is our departure time, and right now 22:47. 2989 is the altimeter, so 2989 is set. And we are almost ready to go. What else can I set here? I think we are almost done. Let me show you again the VPilot. So right now we have Moncton Center. Moncton Center. We don't have anyone here in Montreal, only Moncton. Let me take you to the Navigraph chart. That's the Navigraph chart. Let's check here. I'm going to click with the right button. This is Boston. I don't want a Boston. I want to check Moncton. So I will come. Whoops. Too much. Yeah, this is our route today. Let me click here on Moncton. Moncton FIR. So Moncton FIR for us today is going to start by this point, which is Charlie Foxtrot Zulu Delta Quebec. So from Montreal up to this point there is no ATC, and then approaching this point we are going to call Moncton Center. Okay, that's it for now. This is the airport, just for you to know. We are at parking position 9. We are going to push back facing the east, and then we are going to taxi via Alpha Mike, Alpha, continue on Alpha all the way to the holding point 24 left, take off 24 left on the Montreal 1 departure. And then from this point we are going to fly direct to Quebco, and then we join our route towards Moncton. So that's it for now. So guys, we are almost ready. I'm going to close this door. Closing the door. This FMC goes to legs page. All the doors, they are closed. Let's ask GSX to remove our jet bridge and prepare us for pushback. GSX is not working 100%. I don't know what's going on. Let's try again. GSX, it's loading. So Claudio Bueno is also here saying good evening to everybody. Thank you so much. Guys, this is the first live stream with GSX. It worked quite well for our parking information here. I want to check on our arrival in Moncton. As you can see, it says shocks are on, they are not. And apart from Montreal, it says that we have a 737 to Moncton and our flight number 152. I'm going to close this and try to open again. I'm restarting GSX in a minute. We will need GSX for our pushback. Now we can set prepare for pushback and departure. Let's see outside. So now we have information here. Ice warning. Do you request the icing treatment? So that is going to be no for today, even though we have low temperatures. We don't have humidity, so we don't need any kind of anti-ice. I'm going to say no. So we only need our pushback. While our ground crew are preparing for our pushback, we are going to do the before start procedures. Fuel pumps on. Fasten belts.
We're ready for pushback.
On. Hydraulic pumps on. Anti-collision light on. And the last one, 6.54 on the trim.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Oh, it takes a while. It's almost 7. The last step is our transponder.
Locking gear.
The transponder. I don't think you are hearing the... how can I do this now? I'm also not hearing very well. The GSX is talking to me. Let's see. It needs to come to my headphones. Okay. Let's try again. Open GSX one more time. Big problem. Let's see. Let's try one more time. Prepare for pushback and departure. We don't need the ice.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
Okay, and now I need to give you my computer volume.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Okay, so they are ready for pushback. No, they are not.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Okay, they installed the bypass pin. We are still waiting for the pushback itself. Okay, pushback is coming now. I'm going to take my webcam off. Let's wait GSX to connect the pushback truck. We are still on time. Our departure is supposed to be 23:15 in 17 minutes, as you can see.
Locking gear.
So we are 17 minutes ahead of schedule. Okay, so we need the nose to the left, the tail to the right.
Release parking brakes.
Okay, releasing parking brake. How about, we have to remove from here.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
Okay, so they want to finish the pushback first and then we go for the engine start. No problem. We are going to have some different cameras then around here. This is the WestJet flight from Montreal to Moncton, and we are expecting good ATC on our arrival into Moncton, and most probably RNAV approach to runway 24 there. This is also the first time I'm flying the 737 after the latest update that is supposed to correct some auto throttle behaviors. I hope it's not only the auto throttle itself but the airspeed behavior, because it was quite rough, the throttles to control. Let me see here if we can turn on the wing anti-ice. Yeah, you can see some light coming here. Pushback almost complete.
Set parking brakes.
Okay, we are going to set the parking brake. So brakes and parking brake.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Okay, let's start engine number After packs off, engine number 2. We're waiting for 25%. N2. Here it comes. Fuel control switches to idle. We should have AGT in less than 10 seconds. Yes, we do have. Anyone is rising steadily, AGT, N2, also fuel flow. Oil pressure is increasing, temperature is increasing, quantity is fine. We still have no vibration on this engine. 56% N2, we have the starter cut out, start valve goes off. And the engine is now at should be stable idle by now. Okay, so now engine number 1. We do the same. We wait for 25% N2 to release the fuel through the fuel control switches. There we go, 25, fuel control switch to idle. We should have AGT in less than 10 seconds. We do have. That is associated to our fuel flow, which is correct. So we have N1 rising steadily, EGT as well, N2, fuel flow getting stable, oil pressure increasing, oil temperature increasing, oil quantity is also good, no vibration on the left engine so far. Start valve got out. So we are going to use flaps 5 for departure. So 1, 2 and 5 for departure. Captain does the control check and FO set the generators to on. Probe heat, they are in the auto position. Packs back to auto, isolation valve auto. APU bleed off. APU off, engine start switch continues. Next step is recall. Checked. And we are ready to move. Montreal traffic. WestJet 152, start taxi via Alpha to the holding point runway 24 left. So in this case, taxi light on. Parking brake released. Oh, we didn't clear them. Yeah, too good engine start. Engineer still here. My mistake. So let's come back and set the parking brake to on. While we wait them to disconnect our pushback truck.
Unlocking gear.
Here we go, dome light to off, and we are supposed to start taxi very short.
Bypass bin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Our pushback tug is going. I don't know which light is this one. supposed to be off. Okay, signal received. He should move to the left side in this case, but we know problem with GSX is going to move in front of the plane. GSX closed. We are going to open it on arrival there. Okay, here we go. Taxi light on. Parking brake released. Some power for our taxi. Okay, here we go.
Quebec Alpha, arrière, piste 24 droite, Montreal traffic, Quebec 111, downwind, 24 right.
Montreal traffic, WestJet 157. Just joined taxiway Alpha. All the way to the holding point, runway 24 left. Here we go. Left here to join Alpha.
Montreal traffic, Jazz 7786, taxiing to 24 left via Alpha Mike Alpha.
There is one traffic around. Let's try to find him. Yeah, he's behind us. You can see here. This guy just behind us. Okay. We're going to increase our taxi speed a little bit. We can go up to 30 knots. Right now we have 16. Our LNAV is not staying in the arm position. Not sure why. Two planes on arrival, one from the right side here, one from the left side. And now that we have around 25 knots ground speed, throttles back to idle. Let's check this traffic behind us. Yeah, he's taxiing behind us. Approaching the holding point, weather radar on, terrain on.
Traffic, Quebec 101, turning base runway 24 right.
there is one guy turning base to runway 24 right. Should be this one on our left side. We will take the transponder to TARA now. And we keep going all the way to the holding point 24 left.
Montreal traffic, Air Canada 955, turn base to runway 24 now. The Montreal traffic.
Airplane inbound 24 left in Montreal. How many miles are you out?
miles, Air Canada 955.
Air Canada, roger. This is WestJet 157. We are approaching holding point, taking off immediately 24 left.
Montreal traffic, Quebec 101, turning final, running 24 right.
Okay, here we go. The guy's 20 miles on final. We are ready to go. Going to reduce to 10 knots to make this turn. There we go. So this is Alpha 24 left, confirmed. This is the holding point. Nice live, very good, says Elio Silva. Let's do it. Runway 24 left, identified. Taking off 24 left to Montreal, WestJet 157. Okay, here we go, 40% N1. Toga. Anyone Toga?
Jazz 7786, holding short 24 left at Alpha.
Thrust set. Checked.
E1. Rotate.
Montreal traffic, Air Canada 955, 10 miles final, 24 left, 48 WHI.
Gear up. feet. Autopilot. It's on heading cell, on the wrong heading. Should be following runway heading 237 now.
Traffic. Monitor vertical speed.
So we have to monitor our vertical speed right now. We are leveling off.
Clear of conflict.
And we are clear of conflict. So we had a traffic resolution on the departure. I don't see the traffic on my screen. Not a big deal. So we have flap up, no lights. No other planes around. So we climb now for level 370. 370 is set, and we can fly direct to Cabgo. Let's verify this Cabgo is a left turn, so we start the turn with the heading cell. We can execute and engage LNAV. Now the after takeoff checklist, packs and bleeds, they are on. Engine start switch back to auto, landing gear up and off, auto brake off after takeoff checklist complete. And here we go, towards Moncton, climbing flight level 370. We'll be crossing 10,000 very short.
Montreal traffic, Air Canada, 955, short front over.
273. So, lights off. And seat belts to auto. Yeah, seat belts to auto, that's the correct one. Let's see around, let's go out. This is the airport. So we can see two airplanes on arrival, another one taking off. That's it, this is our climb out. We are waiting for 18,000 to set the altimeters to standard. Right now crossing 14,000. Don't need the terrain anymore, so pilot monitoring is joined, pilot flying on weather. Artur Saraiva, very good at these videos to practice the phraseology. Thank you, Artur. So today from Montreal to Moncton. Montreal traffic, WestJet 157, departed climbing through 18,000 feet, climbing flight level 370 towards Moncton. .180, so altimeters to standard. They are all on standard, so we're climbing 370 now.
776, lining up 24 left behind landing aircraft, Montreal traffic.
So actually we are going to fly through Boston airspace. Let me show you guys. This is the Boston airspace. So after Cabgo we go Rabic, Mobile, Antov, and then we join at Charlie Fox Delta Mike Kilo. We join Boston airspace. we're going to call Boston first prior to Moncton. And I'm going to check Boston frequency is 134.7. So we come here, we keep on standby 134.7.
Montreal traffic, Air Canada 955, the Quebec report.
So right after our top-off climb, we can try to contact Boston Center. Victor Pizan says, hi Claudio, I'm flying now from São Paulo, Congonhas to Porto Alegre with a VAR 737-800. Amazing. He says, good flight for myself. Thank you so much. Have a safe flight as well. Have a nice landing in Porto Alegre. I just arrived in Guarulhos in real life this afternoon, so I'm really close by the airport now. Just trying today the new update of the PMDG. So we're crossing now 260 on our way to 370. How we change the cameras around here. I should know better the shortcuts to change these cameras. Let me see what else we have here. We were supposed to have some approach controller in Moncton as well. For our reference, Moncton is 117.3, so I will come here to set 117. Decimal 3. We can follow our distance to Moncton on the navigation radius as well. Right now we are far away, it's not going to catch. But eventually we are going to receive information from Moncton VOR. Guys, I'm just checking the charts here for Moncton. Yeah, our options today are the RNAV RNP, the RNAV GNSS, or the VOR runway 24. I will leave that to you if you want the RNAV or the VOR for tonight approach. I will leave it for you. I just create a pool here and you are going to choose between RNAV and a VOR. Lucio Caetano, hey, thank you so much for the tip about the nose control. Thank you, Lucio, I'm glad that helped. I'm using this trick today for this flight. I do have to keep one of my joystick buttons pressed to have the nose wheel steering working, but that's not a big deal. So Boston Center just told us to call them. So here we go. 134.7. $152 is our call sign. Boston, hello, WestJet 152.
WestJet 152, Boston Center.
Boston Center, WestJet 152. We are reaching flight level 370 from Montreal to Moncton.
WestJet 152, Boston Center, squawk 4717.
Squawk 4717, WestJet 152. So 47.
WestJet 280, good evening, Boston.
17.
WestJet 136, holding and correcting the Figma.
Peterson Passinato, it's also here today. Thank you so much. Saying good night to everybody. And Lucio says that he's using the yoke to nose wheel steering with some bottom. That's amazing.
98915, your radar contact, say altitude.
So we just reached 370. Going to change this to progress page then. 295 miles to Moncton. We should be there at
WestJet 152, your radar contact
00.
over Rabbit, maintain the flight level 370.
Then 370, WestJet 152. Okay, so we are supposed to arrive there with 3.7 tons. Right now we have 4.6, so we have 900
98915, radar contact, say altitude.
kilos of fuel to burn. We still don't have our arrival here,
3000.
so
November 98915, thanks, turn right.
Right now we are 150 miles to top of descent.
Heading 270.
So I want you guys to give me an answer for the question I just asked on the chat. I'm going to leave this until 110 miles to top of descent, and then whichever is the choose one, I'm going to set the RNAV or the VOR runway 24, which is in use right now. So right now we have 75% votes for a VOR approach and 25% for an RNAV approach. So VOR is winning for now. We had 4 votes, so with just 2 votes, the RNAV guys can tie this up. So guys, I'm giving you the option today to choose between an RNAV or a VOR approach to runway 24
November 98915, turn right, heading 34.
in Moncton.
Right, heading 340, 9015.
For now we have a VOR approach. I should start looking for the VOR approach, looks like. So the VOR approach starts from the Moncton VOR. We go north on the 065. We do a reversal turn to come back on the 245 inbound to Moncton, and then we go outbound on 245 down to a minimum of 580, which is 381 feet above the airport.
Boston Center, November 98.
So let's see, that's what we have for now. Landing on runway 24 in Moncton. Most probably we vacate left on Delta and then we cross 1129 to the main apron.
I'm not sure I can pass the request on, but I will make that request with the next control. Awesome, thank you so much. Totally didn't even realize the approach was on. 915.
So Moncton Center will be 132.2. So I will come here and I will put on standby 132.2. This is the next ATC.
November 98915, cleared direct wounds. Direct wounds. 915.
Let's see, you still have 11 miles to vote, guys. Looks like there will be a VOR approach today.
Boston Center, JetBlue 535. JetBlue 535, Boston.
Only 4 votes, guys.
JetBlue 535.
4 miles to go.
332 IFR to Newark. JetBlue 535, Boston Center, good evening, it's clock 4714. 4714.
Okay, so we are reaching 110 miles to top of descent. I'm going to close this pool, so we got 75% for a VOR approach. So let's, first of all, I'm going to give you
535, radar contact 72 miles.
weather information about
level 35, sir.
Charlie. Yankee Quebec Mike, which is Moncton. 210 at 5, 15 miles.
Boston Center, good evening.
22,000 scattered. -6 is the temperature. Altimeter 3011. Okay, so for sure runway 24.
Climate and Battle 370 Delta.
First thing, I'm going to pre-select
1624 cleared direct Tusky.
3011.
Delta 1624, thank you.
And now we go for the VOR approach. So departure, arrivals into Moncton.
Center, Pilotus 9 Kilo Bravo, 27 nautical miles south-southwest.
VOR runway 24.
VFR climbing through 8,500 with a take up.
Let me just check Zulu Quebec Mike. No, I don't want Zulu Quebec Mike.
November 9 Kilo Bravo, Boston Center, roger, maintain VFR, squawk 4730.
4730, maintain VFR.
We can start, oh, this is only the final. So I need to select Zulu Quebec Mike. And then I'm going to execute and I'm going to connect these two Yankee Quebec Mike here. Yankee Quebec Mike with Yankee Quebec Mike.
Boston, good evening, Jazz 7786.
Yankee Quebec Mike 3000 or above.
For flight 350.
Jet 7786 Boston Center, low
And we go all the way to BIMCO 3000, that is correct. Yankee Quebec Mike 2010, yes.
25
And if we have to go around, we go straight ahead to Zulu Quebec Mike 3000 feet. Okay.
Yankee Tango Airport as filed. Climb and maintain flight level 350.
Okay, so I'm going to show you the approach itself. Guys, this is the approach you vote for today.
And I keep going over that. Cleared to the
So for Moncton VOR runway 24, the VOR frequency 117.3, final approach course 245. On the way back to the VOR, we are going to be at 2010 feet, MDA 580, and the elevation for the touchdown zone is 200 feet. Missed approach, we climb straight ahead to 3000 on track 241 to Zulu Quebec Mike NDB as required. We should though during climb, so that means if we don't reach 3000 by the time we reach Zulu Quebec Mike, we continue climbing on the holding to 3000.
Good evening.
Transition level is 180.
Maintain VFR 47.
And that's it, very simple approach. It's not going to be fully aligned with the runway. The runway heading is 241 and we are coming on the 245, so we are going to see the runway slightly to the left today. Landing on runway 24, expect to vacate left on Delta, then cross 1129 via Charlie to the main apron. If we don't make on Delta, we can continue straight ahead and then make a left turn into runway 11 to vacate right on Charlie. So minimum's 580 and final approach course is 245. So I have to set this. I changed something here. Okay, this was the lower DU back to normal. Okay, so 580 on the minimums.
535 descend and maintain flight level 180.
Descend and maintain flight level 180, check with 565.
580 and 245
radar contact 26 miles south of the Providence Airport at
is our final approach course.
Cleared to the
245.
as filed. And
guys, as I don't know the airport, I'm going to do this VR approach as we do on real live. We use LNAV and VNAV for this approach, just as the RNAV.
Airport as filed, settling Napa.
The only difference is that we need to keep
Austrian 90 heavy.
look on the VOR readings to make sure the lateral navigation is following what is supposed to follow. It's a night approach as well.
Roger 90.
And let's see what else we have here. So the runway is 3,000 and how much again? Runway is 3,048 meters long. So auto brake 2 is enough. We are going to set our speed. So we are going to burn 700 kilos. That means 57.2 for arrival, and flaps 30 is more than enough. Speed 132 as VRF, approach 137. We do a recall. No problems with the plane, so we are ready to go down. 74 miles from top of descent at 2350, and right now is 2341, so 9 minutes to our descent.
I'm maintain level 370.
I'm going to show you where we are right now as well.
Roger 90, climb maintain level 350.
After flight level 350.
So this is
The right 70 mile for climb maintain.
Navigraph charts.
Level 180, selling Alpha.
And here we are. We should have the airspaces around here. Oh, here we have the FIR. So this is the FIR between Boston and Moncton. We should be calling Moncton very soon. So last step today.
United 17, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 2.
Let's see Moncton.
What's our not flight level 240, United 17 heavy.
Moncton Center. We have Halifax H's, Halifax Tower, Halifax Ground. Okay, so here we go for our VOR approach, runway 24. A very dark night today. And let's see how the PMDG is behaving with this new update. I want to know who voted for the VOR. I thought the Arnav approach will win this time. Everybody loves Arnav approaches.
Russia 152, contact Moncton Center 132.2.
132.2, WestJet 152, bye bye. 1322. Moncton, hello, WestJet 152. With you, flight level 370.
After 152, Moncton Center, good day.
Oh, he said Moncton Center, hello. Yep, that's right. So who voted for the VOR approach? We had 3 guys voting for this VOR approach tonight. Let me do some checks here. I wanna be over the VOR with no more than
Center, Lufthansa 8522 backlist.
210 knots
520,
and 190 for all the turns. Yeah, so we are 29 miles to top of descent.
Monster Center, fourth vehicle, request leaving cockpit for 3 minutes. Report back, thank you.
Left towards Dano. And now push up. 21 miles for our top of descent. We are supposed to have the reset MCP message in a while here in the FMC with this yellow light FMC also showing. Let's see if the PMDG is simulating those ones. Around 5 miles it should pop up. We have 7.3 now. Yeah, here we go. FMC and reset MCP altitude. WestJet 152 request descent. Shama said export.
10,000, went to altimeter 3011.
Center maintain 10,000 3011. WestJet 152. So we can go down to 10,000 as 10,000 is going to be an altitude. So 10,000 when starts the descent we can select altimeter 3011. Marcio Lima says good evening from Utrecht in Netherlands. Wow, congrats, 2-0 today against Senegal. I discovered your videos on Friday and I stayed awake all night long watching the 777 training. Thank you so much. Thank you, Marcio, for that. We do have the training for the 737 as well, and I'm going to start to record the 737 in English with a slightly different approach from the ones I had in my channel. I think you're going to like it as well. So we just start our descent. We can set 3011 and we do the approach checklist. So altimeter is 3011, approach checklist is complete. And the approach is 124.4, so we can come here and leave it on standby. 124.4. Let me show you here on the plan how it's going to look our approach. So we go all the way to the VOR, and then over the VOR we turn left, we go outbound on 065. Then we do a reversal turn to intercept the final over Binku. Binku is 7 miles to the VOR. Then we approach on the course to
152, contact on Winston Center 1344, correction 1244.
Was it for WestJet 152, frequency 124.4?
Affirmative, what's 153, contact boss, or correction Winston Center 1244.
24.4, WestJet 152, thank you, bye bye. Moncton, hello, WestJet 152, 315, descending 10,000.
WestJet 152, Moncton Center, good evening. Moncton landing runway 24, information is Charlie, the altimeter is 3011. Pilot discretion, you can continue to set down to 4,000.
3011, pilot discretion 4,000, and request VOR runway 24 if possible.
And WestJet 152, are you looking for the full procedure? VOR runway 24?
Yes, that's correct, WestJet 152.
Okay, WestJet 152 to proceed direct to the Moncton VOR. Yeah, full procedure, VOR runway 24 course.
Roger, thank you so much. Proceeding direct to the Moncton VOR, WestJet 152. So direct to the Moncton VOR now, Yankee Quebec Mike. On the first page, no, not this one. We need to fly the first one, direct to the Moncton VOR, that's the one. Who else is there? João Marcos is also following us today, thank you so much. Guys, we are on our descent towards Moncton, towards the VOR. Once again, this is going to be our approach, VOR runway 24. 4 guys voted on our poll today. I ask you, which approach do you want me to shoot in Moncton? Arnav or VOR? 3 guys said Arnav, 3 guys said VOR, 1 guy said Arnav, so we are going to shoot this VOR. We are now flying direct to the Moncton VOR, then we go outbound on 065, we do a reversal turn on the heading 020 and then right on 200 to intercept 245 inbound Moncton VOR and then 254 outbound Moncton VOR towards the runway 24. Our minimums are 580 feet. We supposed to see the runway slightly to the left. This is 4 degrees offset from the runway center line. The runway center line is on the track 241. In case we don't see or we have to perform a missed approach, we climb straight ahead to Riverview NDB. Frequency is 304, climbing to 3000. So this 304 I'm going to put now on standby as well. So 304. 304 and is on the active one. If you want to monitor that, you can set this to ADF, but in our case it's going to be a VOR approach, so I'm going only to set the pilot monitoring side to the ADF. Terrain and the vertical situation display on the right side. Here we go, crossing 24,000, and we have a message here that says drag required. I'm not really worried about it. I set low speed for the approach, so in case we cannot comply with this, we can still shoot it slightly faster than 210 and 190 knots. Ahead of us, there should be Moncton. If we take on the outside view, yeah, ahead of us is Moncton. João Marcos is asking this VOR procedure, where is Charlie Yankee Quebec Mike? This is Moncton in Canada. So we are flying from Montreal, Charlie Yankee Uniform Lima, to Moncton, Charlie Yankee Quebec Mike, and we are going to shoot the VOR runway 24 approach into Moncton.
Hey Jazzy, 22 winds to Moncton are 230 at 5 knots. Contact me airborne. Clear for takeoff, runway 24. Well, whenever you're ready.
Alright, we're just turning around now. We'll be airborne in about 30 seconds, and we're clear takeoff, runway 24, Jazz 822.
This one is too bright. So, let's take it down a little bit. Yeah, now it's better. Yeah, we have such tailwind, 72 knots tailwind. That's why the speed is increasing. I didn't set any speed, any wind speed for the descent. I forgot about it. Usually in real life we get the cruise winds and the descent wind even before the departure. So even though it's not very updated, it is better than wind 0 that we just had in the FMC. Not a big deal, we can still comply with this approach. So here we are, inbound Moncton VOR, passing 18,000 feet on the descent. We still have 65 miles left. We are supposed to land at 0016. Time now 2359, so let's say midnight Zulu time, and we are going to land at 16, so we have 16 minutes of flight. João Marcos asks, we still have VOR procedures in Brazil? Yes, we do have some of them, especially for general traffic.
Direct Halifax 13,000, Jazz.
Planes without RNAV capability, we do have those.
152, you're clear to the Moncton Airport. Full procedure VOR runway 24.
Clear to Moncton, full procedure VOR runway 24, WestJet 152. So let me just show you guys this question really easy. So if we come here and we go, for example, to SB Londrina, SBLO. So approach chart, we do have the VOR for runway 13. You see, this is the VOR runway 13, and we do have the VOR runway 31. We can look for Maringá, Mike Golf, approach, only RNP. Look, in Maringá we only have RNP, we don't have, like in Londrina, the VOR. Let me think about Passo Fundo. Passo Fundo, we only have RNP. Wow. Salvador, we should have some VOR in Salvador. Yeah, we have the VOR runway 10, we have the VOR runway 28 as well. So yes, they are around. So now we are approaching 10,000. We are going to set the seat belts back to on. Landing lights, runway turn off lights, taxi light and logo light. And we are going to make APA. Cabin crew, prepare for landing. Temperature -6 degrees. So we are going to land in Moncton right now. It's -6 degrees. Most probably the VNAV path will revert to VNAV speed, because VNAV path is going to try to pitch it up to reduce the speed to 240 knots below 10,000. As it reduces to 240 knots, there will be not enough time to reach 240 knots before the descent starts again.
And with just 152, you can call me in the procedure turn inbound.
Wilco, WestJet 152. So they want us to call the procedure turn inbound. And I was telling you, so by the time you reach the descent point again, the airplane will not be able to maintain 240 knots. So most probably the VNAV is going to change to VNAV path is going to change to VNAV speed. Let's see. So we are clear for the approach. The approach starts at 3,000 feet. You see it's leveling off around 10,000 feet just to reduce the speed. And around this circle here, it was supposed to be with 240 knots and starting the descent. You see? 240 knots, reaching 240 knots. But we are 40 knots faster. So there's a high chance that this is going to revert to VNAV speed. You see he's maintaining 10,000 feet just to reach 240 knots now. The path is going away and it reverted to VNAV speed, as I told you. So we have a couple of options. We can maintain VNAV speed and descend with this speed from now on. We can extend the speed brake. That will be the easiest way to get back to the path. But I'm going to use the flaps to do it as we go through the approach. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to hit speed intervene, reduce to flap up speed. We are 1,000 feet high. And we are going to select flaps 1. Now we are going to see how the plane goes down with flaps 1 and 200 knots. Maximum speed for flaps 1, 2 and 5 on the 737 is 250 knots. Even on flaps 10 we can make it on the 700. It says 210 knots, so you have the flap limit indicated airspeed here for flaps 1 250, flaps 2 250, flaps 5 250, flaps 10 210, flaps 15 195, flaps 25 170, and today our landing flaps 30, maximum speed 165 knots.
Jazz 822 is leveling 13,000.
So we just start outbound on 065. The path is coming back very slowly.
Hey, Jazz 822, you can contact Halifax Terminal now on 119.2 of the place.
19.2, cheers, Jazz 822.
So I'm happy with this for now, but we still need to reduce, so I'm going to set flaps 5. I maintain 200 knots. Now the path is coming back slightly faster. As you can see, we are now 1,100 high. Now we are around 1,000 feet high, so the path is coming. This is the third inbound. Turning inbound for the VOR runway 24, WestJet 152.
WestJet 152, winds them up in our 2305 knots, you're clear to land runway 24.
Clear to land runway 24, WestJet 152. So now we reduce our speed, we catch the path, we close the speed window. Drag required, we clear this message.
Air again 941, Mountain Center, good day.
I think we are slightly high for this approach, but yeah, not a big deal.
And Airgun 941 Mountain?
Go ahead for 941.
Airgun 941, it's really a cruise at Pleasant 280, that's well too high for Halifax to Mountain. What are you,
Oh, now we already can see the runway there.
I think the ground controller messed up our cruising.
Runway 24 in sight.
Our cruising altitude is supposed to be 1-2,000.
Okay, okay, 941, Roger, check that. You can continue maintaining that. And I'll get you over the fast traffic.
Roger.
So now we go. Gear down. Flaps 15.
Mountain ground, this is Seminole, Foxtrot Tango.
We arm the speed brake. And engine start switch to continuous.
Foxtrot Tango uniform, Mountain ground, good day.
Mountain ground, this is Tango uniform, I'd like to pick up 5 for clearance.
And Tango uniform, Roger, clear, sounds like that.
Sorry, was that cleared as requested for Tango uniform?
No, I just got your clearance on with us. Just step up.
Oh, sorry about that.
So here we are, established 245 inbound to the Moncton VOR, and we keep this track towards the runway. We cross the VOR around 2,010 feet.
Maintain 5,000. Expect further clearance of
We got the 900 to go call, so the next is 2100.
5103.
Alright, clear to work at the Moncton VOR, Moncton 5 departure, 5,000 feet. EFC is 0110 Zulu and 5103 for the squawk.
If I'm taking uniform back is correct. Information is Charlie. Calling you exactly.
Information is Charlie, and we'll go for a thing from uniform.
Selected approach, good evening, Torrance 242, looking for a radio check.
Torrance 242, readability 5-5.
So at 3000 feet we'll get the 900 alert to reach 2100. We are going to set the minimums of 600 feet.
And Orange 242, looking to pick up our FR clearance to Halifax.
So now minimum 600
And Orange
set.
242, go to Halifax.
We go flaps 30 for approach and landing checklist. Landing checklist is engine start switch continuous, speed brake armed, landing gear down, flaps 30 green light. Landing checklist complete.
Plan route depart, expect 24, squawk 5104.
As I told you, we can see the runway slightly to the left. Our final approach course is 245 and the runway heading is 241. So around the minimums, around 600 feet, we are going to disengage autopilot, auto throttle, and we are going to make slight left turns toward the runway threshold. We are going to follow the puppies to land runway 24 in Moncton, Canada. In real life, they never keep all the ALSs working. Okay, so you can see the approach lights to this runway, to the opposite runway, and to runway 24 as well. So you never have these on real life. Maximum 2 runways if they are landing 2 runways. In this case, most probably only runway 24 will be on. Okay, now we go down on a 3-degree glide path towards the runway. We just crossed the VOR.
Good day, Charlie Foxtrot, Sierra Kilo, apron 5, VFR to Halifax for your taxi. Charlie, Foxtrot,
You can see here that the runway is not aligned. The right dashed line is the runway center line, and the left dashed line is the procedure center line.
2,500. Does 15 under work? Foxtrot, Sierra Kilo? Yeah, Foxtrot, Sierra Kilo.
Yeah, okay, now we set
For your direction,
our missed approach 3000.
I can have you 2,500.
The auto throttle is much better on this version,
So it's official flight plan.
so it's maintaining to 37 knots.
Okay, Foxtrot, Kilo, roger.
Quite good.
5105. With the taxi at your discretion, Alpha. Actually, yeah, Alpha. Charlie, cross runway 29, Delta, hold short, runway 24. Alpha Charlie, Delta, cross runway.
Okay, so
Hold short, runway 24, Foxtrot.
auto throttle is coming off,
Foxtrot, Kilo, just squawk 5.
autopilot is coming off, and I'm going to reset the flight director.
Charlie crossing 29, Delta, hold short 24, Foxtrot, Sierra.
Moncton approach on course 1554 is ready for taxi runway 24.
Encore 1554, are you able to accept the Foxtrot intersection fire trap runway 24 with
2 miles to the runway, we were supposed to be at 600 feet.
Foxtrot Golf fine, yes, thanks.
plus the 200 for the touchdown. We are on profile.
Runway 24, the altimeter is 3009. You can taxi the apron your discretion. Foxtrot, hold short runway 24.
Lining up with runway 24 right now.
Roger, Foxtrot Golf, hold short runway 24 on core 1554.
Moncton approach, hello again, towards 242, ready for taxi.
Landing.
And on core 1554, it's just the apron your discretion. Foxtrot, Golf.
Now we have the Vazis there, 2 and 2.
Just a taxiway there that runs
Going towards the runway.
east-west.
Roger, at my discretion, and Foxtrot Golf.
200. 100.
Orange 242, runway 240, altimeter is 3009. You can taxi apron your discretion. Alpha, Charlie, cross runway 29, Delta, and hold short on runway 20.
10.
Okay, Orange 242,
Speed brake up.
altimeter setting 3009.
Reverse as normal.
Taxi Alpha Charlie cross 29 Delta hold short at 24.
And on core 1554, it's just Foxtrot. There's no taxiway Golf in Moncton. Just taxiway Foxtrot.
So taxiway Delta is coming up on the left.
Sorry. On my chart, I have a Golf, the bud. Alright, Foxtrot.
We have now idle reverse, 60 knots.
Maybe a new taxiway chart. The scope is pretty outdated as well. Just double check.
Manual brakes.
Roger, thank you.
WestJet 152, you can welcome to Moncton. You can exit right on Echo. And you can taxi Echo to the airport, your discretion, to your choice of the day.
Hey, right on Echo, WestJet 152, thank you. So they want us right on Echo.
And the jog driver figure sheet information Delta, current Moncton, altimeter 3009.
So right on Echo, this is, we are expecting to vacate to the left. So this is Echo to the right. Not a big deal, we can do it.
Air Canada 941, Moncton.
Go ahead for 941.
Air Canada 941, Moncton's landing runway 24, the altimeter is 3009.
Okay, while we taxi inbound here, we are going to do the after landing procedures quite fast.
Alright, 300.
No lights.
And 4001 ready, and we'll plan for the RNAV 224.
APU on. Flaps up.
Yeah, Foxtrot Sierra.
Transponder to transponder.
5105. Affirmative, we're talking 5105. Foxtrot Sierra, yep.
One thing I'm going to try today.
Okay, Sierra, I'm actually going to get you to recycle it there now. Squawk 5106.
I'm going to open GSX. And they say gate 2, there are 2 suitable parking.
5106, Foxtrot Sierra, kilo.
So we have these 2 parking position, yeah. So our parking position is to the right here. I can see it. So APU is on the bus now. And we are going to taxi right here to see if GSX is going to give us the right guidance towards our final parking position.
3,000 feet remaining, 3,000 feet remaining.
Affirmative, Foxtrot Kilo.
Foxtrot Kilo, the left-hander group winds in Moncton are 2105 knots. From Delta, clear takeoff from 124. Foxtrot out is approved, clear takeoff from 124. Foxtrot Kilo, thank you.
Orange Orange 242, holding short at 24 on Delta.
Let's see. We have
Orange 242, Roger, 2 holding short, traffic partner.
Yeah, looks like they are here on the left side. Let's see. Yes, we do have the marshaller. Okay. Asking us to turn right, we are doing it.
Taxi straight across runway 24, Echo, Foxtrot, and hold short of runway 24.
Okay, we'll continue straight ahead, Echo.
Now straight ahead. Here we are.
Hey, Moncton Center, Canada 941. Can you say again which RNAV approach is used in Moncton?
Canada 941, CRNAV Zulu, 24, and you're directing them to the Mike, Echo Mike Victor uniform.
Alright, RNAV Zulu, thank you.
Okay. We just parked.
Moncton approach.
Parking brake set.
Holding short 24 at Foxtrot.
So we make sure the APU is running. Yes, APU is running. We can shut down both engines.
Runway 24 on core 1554.
Fuel control switches. Sorry, fuel pumps off. Seat belts off. Electric hydraulic pumps off. APU blade on. Packs they are on. Isolation valve open. Anti-collision light off. Taxi light off. Flight directors off.
And Foxtrot, Sierra Kilo, you're going to be looking for flight followers today?
Fuel used. We used 1.34 each engine. That is correct, so we can reset the fuel flow. 0. Transponder now is 2000. And after 2000, standby.
Encore 1554 winds amongst our 2105 knots.
That's it.
Foxtrot, could take off.
We finished our flight.
Clear for takeoff runway 24 on core.
We are going to ask.
Currently parked at the wrong parking position.
Oh, we are at the wrong parking position. So I don't know what to do here.
Orange 242, able to accept the section Foxtrot on runway 24 with
Yeah, we are at the current gate, okay.
6,100 feet remaining.
And we are going to ask for a jetway.
Behind departing in Q400, last point, runway 24.
Here we go.
Q4 behind departing Q400.
Air Canada 941, you're clear to the Moncton Airport, RNAV Zulu 24 approach, member transition.
So we have one last question. What is the fidelity of the current add-ons as PMDG or ZIBO with real procedure and flows? I can tell you, you can simulate everything with the PMDG, and ZIBO I would say 95%. If you are using to follow the procedures and the flows for the before takeoff, well, anything basically. They are both really good. Of course, PMDG is slightly
discretion, Charlie.
better than ZIBO. So now I'm going to request the boarding. And you will see the loaders around the right side of the plane, and we are supposed to have some passengers leaving the plane really soon. Yeah, the door is not open, so we can open the left door.
Encore 1554, you with me?
Roger, I am just having some control issues here. I just had to jump out to fix it. I apologize. It'll be a second.
Boarding started.
Yeah, no.
So the passengers, the boarding just started.
Are you going to be paused there for a bit?
It should just be a second.
Yeah, they are going through the bridge, so we are not going to be able to see them.
I got guys running some issues.
But that's it, guys. Thank you so much. I can tell you two things. GSX is not 100%. There are some glitches. There are some things you have to do in an awkward sequence to get things done. But it's a good add-on for the pushback, and especially for the marshaller on the way into the gate. As you can see, there was a guy to guide us towards the final parking position. And the last thing is that the PMDG update looks like it corrected the auto thrust behavior, and it was quite easy to maintain the speed on the final approach even with manual thrust. On the previous version it was quite bad, especially after SIM update 11. So I think that they fixed it, and let's hope that Asobo and PMDG can work better together, not to create the same problem every time they have to update the SIM. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, and have a good week. Have a really nice World Cup, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.